Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Fiction Star. I will begin with the new series What if Naruto fall in love with ReZero? Do not wasting any more time, let's begin today's video.
Birds chirped and flew as the solar changed into rising faster than Luffy desired it to. Simon, sun, prevent going up so speedy I don't want to go to academy, Luffy said with ache in his voice. Reluctantly, Luffy calm in his fate and went to wake up Naruto. Naruto, you doofus, wake up, we gotta visit the academy. Luffy stated loud in Naruto's ears, okay, alright, I am up. Naruto said, leaping. After ingesting ramen for a snack and extra ramen for breakfast, Luffy and Naruto walked to the academy. Feeling as if they're ninjas now, they walked through the primary streets of Konoha, all eyes on Naruto. Bad boy, he's being manipulated by using the demon. What? The demon I concept, he died, I have not seen him in a while, murmurs of the village saved getting louder and louder. Luffy and Naruto went from walking to running to sprinting closer to the academy as humans started throwing damaged bottles at Naruto. Arriving at academy doorways, they stopped sprinting and busted via the doors of the academy. On foot to their class number 7. On their manner to the elegance, they looked through one of the lessons and saw at the board Mama Marines and Revolutionaries. Luffy stated, attempting his hardest to pronounce the phrases. They saw a lady with black eyes with blue at the define of it with black hair, elevating her hands. Luffy, Simon, we're gonna be past due, Naruto said, walking in advance. Luffy nodded and started out on foot quicker to catch up with Naruto. Arriving on the boys' study room, they slid the door open and walked internal, Naruto getting the same old glares he always receives. Shortly after, their lecture room trainer arrived inside the Elegance and went at the back of his desk. Okay, Elegance, we can begin our lesson rapidly, permits, just do attendance first. Iruka stated, wait, earlier than we do attendance, I've a query, Luffy stated. Iruka nodded at Luffy, implying for Luffy to mention his query. What is a modern and a marine, Luffy stated, confused. Iruka seemed deaded at Luffy. Where did you analyze those words from? Iruka stated, from the third 12 months training. Luffy said, all right, then fortunate for you that become the situation today on Marines, Revolutionaries and Pirates, Iruka said, calmed. Pirates, I did not point out that they exist, Luffy stated with an outburst. Iruka, ignoring Luffy's question, instructed him to shush as he is doing attendance. Each pupil became known as everybody become here. All right, this days may be a unique day. We're gonna communicate approximately the Hawkages and the other forces referred to as pirates, marines, revolutionaries, Iruka said. Hawkages are the most powerful of their instances. Hashirama, the so known as strongest Hawkage, had wooden launch. Tabarama, the brother of Hashirama, had intense water Justu mastery and created maximum justice we understand nowadays. A third Hawkage became a disciple of the first and second and knows primarily each Justu within the leaf. And the fourth Hawkage, who died sealing the Nine Tails, had advanced space-time ninjutsu. Now pirates are the result of humans not looking to be caught internal a village. Pirates have their personal ranking gadget. Yonkos and warlords. Yonkos are the strongest pirates. The Yonkos encompass Shanks, Kaido, king of the beast, Big Mother, eater of souls, and Whitebeard, stated by means of the human beings to be the king of the pirates. Iruka stated, the warlords are more like knockoff versions of Yonkos. The warlords are Crocodile, Buggy, Mihawk, Doflamingo, Jinbe, Kuma, Boa Hancock, Regulation. The Revolution are pirates who want to revamp the arena, not much recognized on them. Now for the Marines. The Marines are the fighting pressure towards the uprising pirates. The 5 notable villages have a quite exact relationship, dating the Marines as they're considered heroes and feature correct elements to alternate. Some of the Marines' most powerful men are Garp the hero, Akinu the red dog, Kizaru the yellow monkey, and Aokiji the ice rat. I am not going to do extra in-depth with their known capabilities, as we wouldn't have time for some other special a part of the day. Iruka stated, calmed. Iruka gesturing for each person within the Magnificence to visit training grounds. Arriving at the training grounds, every pupil sat at the floor waiting patiently for commands. All right, Magnificence, we've got Taijutsu schooling. You men and girls will spar once a week for me to see what and in which you need to improve. I'm able to name you names up separately. Iruka stated, Kiba and Yuzaka versus Sakura Haruno. The suit ended in seconds as Kiba knocked out her with an unmarried blow. Ino Yamanaka versus Hinata Hyuga. Just like last time, Ino got knocked out with an unmarried blow. Shino Aburame versus Kiba and Yuzaka. This match become tough, however Kiba gained due to his outrageous velocity. Sasuke Uchiha versus Naruto Uzumaki. Now this is a combat really worth searching into. I'm gonna beat you, cocky bastard. Naruto yelled at the top of his lungs. Dobe, you beat me. Impossible, Sasuke said with a smirk. Naruto rushed at Sasuke, however Sasuke results easily dodged his attacks. The talent hole among an extended family infant and a clanless baby turned into big. Sasuke were given into the Uchiha stance and made 3 blows in the direction of Naruto's belly. Naruto attempted to dodge, but all 3 blows linked as the air in Naruto's lungs disappeared. Naruto fell to the floor as Sasuke turned into declared winner. Hyuga Hinata versus Kiba and Yuzaka. The healthy ended highly quick, with Hinata being too shy to go all out, ensuing in Kiba's win. Kiba and Yuzaka versus Monkey D. Luffy PFT. I'm gonna beat you much like I did the rest, Kiba said cockily. Sure, Luffy said. Kiba rushed at Luffy as Luffy dodged his first attack. Luffy swung his arm for Kiba's face as Kiba ducked down and swooped Luffy's legs. Luffy, along with his 2 final palms, did a handstand and did a spherical kick in the direction of Kiba's head, which made contact, knocking Kiba back. Kiba quick brushed off the attack and went for a punch to Luffy's belly. Luffy smirked as Kiba punched Luffy inside the belly. The punch did no damage to Luffy whatsoever, as Luffy punched Kiba in the jaw hard, knocking him. Some toes returned. Why are not my attacks operating? Kiba stated with a growl. All at once, Kiba's fingernails sharpened into claws. Kiba rushed at Luffy with unexpected speed and slashed at him. A scratch mark appeared on Luffy's chest as he grunted closely. Kiba smirked as he rushed at Luffy again, but this time Luffy dodged the attack, understanding this may absolutely harm him. Wanting to stop this combat, Luffy rushed at Kiba and swooped his legs. Then, to the eyes of the students watching, did his leg just get longer. He slammed down his leg on Kiba's stomach, knocking him without delay subconscious. Winner Monkey D. Luffy. Naruto cheered Luffy on, however felt guilty that he lost his struggle. Shikamaru Nara versus Sasuke Uchiha. Shikamaru quit not trying to cope with this very last match. Monkey D. Luffy versus Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke smirked cockily, however failed to say anything. Luffy looked at Sasuke and ran towards him, liberating a flurry of punches and kicks. Sasuke sidestepped Luffy and elbowed his gut. Even though he is rubber, he can nonetheless experience blunt attacks. He's simply proof against it, as Luffy on the identical time punched Sasuke within the jaw. Each Luffy and Sasuke engaged at each other, clashing hands, as Luffy brought a flurry of attacks towards Sasuke. Not going to apply what you probably did to Kiba, Sasuke said with a smirk. Sasuke punched Luffy's face as Luffy swooped his legs, implying that he's gonna do what he did to Kiba. No longer on my watch, Sasuke stated as he used one arm to preserve himself in a handstand, and grabbed Luffy's leg and flipped him on his again. Tough Luffy grunted as he felt that and spot his imaginative and prescient blurry. Luffy wasn't getting up. Winner Sasuke Uchiha. Shortly after, Teijutsu Spar's magnificence ended and every person went domestic. Both children felt disenchanted in themselves, feeling as if they may surely do higher. Luffy counseled the idea of training as Naruto agreed to it. Naruto, I am going to secretly teach, Luffy stated, strolling off as Naruto decided he become too. However, what was he gonna train? He wasn't in particular special in something. He decided he is gonna teach Teijutsu until he graduates academy. Naruto stole the ebook of Teijutsu stances and examined it until he observed one which fit him. Piercing Fox. Naruto sounded simply interested by that because it reminded him of the nine-tailed beast. Naruto right now were given to education as he commenced getting inside the right shape of practice. We see Luffy looking to perfecto attack. Gum gum. Luffy stated pistol as an elongate arm stretched out towards a tree, but to no avail, it just flopped on the floor. It felt like something had to preserve it. Luffy attempted and tried, however it simply wouldn't. Paintings as Luffy turned into very mad. Grabbing his shoulder, he yelled gum gum pistol as his elongated arm flew via the tree bark. It worked, finally, Luffy said with surprise as he found out what he turned into doing wrong. All he needed to do changed into educate until he can do it with one hand. Luffy kept trying out his assault as the idea of more attacks he should do. Luffy attempted to stretch each of his arms without delay, but they flopped. He still could not do it himself. However, an idea popped in Luffy's head. He climbed up a tree and yelled, "Gum Gum Bazooka," as he jumped off the tree, elongating each fingers. Rather, they both did not flop due to air pressure keeping them nonetheless. He laughed the assault ahead as a tree cut up in half of. Luffy plopped on the floor, feeling as though his body could not move anymore due to exhaustion, as he fell asleep right there within the forest. A mysterious parent with an Anbu mask and black hair watched as he then became flames and flew away. Naruto arrived at Luffy's place, seeing his drowsing, as he picked up Luffy and brought him domestic. He placed Luffy on his bed and he went on his bed, each boys collapsing in exhaustion as they fell asleep. Flames reappeared in Luffy's room as a boy loomed over Luffy. The flames disappeared as Luffy and Naruto peacefully slept. Stars are in the sky. Luffy slowly opens his eyes and he receives up, heading to the kitchen. "Luffy, what are you doing up?" Naruto says, searching at Luffy with worn-out eyes. "Go lower back to sleep, Naruto. I need to take a stroll. I cannot sleep," Luffy stated, searching at Naruto. Naruto nods and heads lower back to mattress, snoring. Luffy eats and heads out, taking walks in a random course. Luffy, in deep concept, does not understand a heated string heading his way at the last 2D he notices, and jumps out of the way, getting a burn mark on his leg. Luffy gaps and looked closer to came from. Feeling robust, Luffy ran in the direction of the Uchiha district, that is, in which it came from. Arriving on the Uchiha district from the out of doors, it seems like the whole lot became great. However, whilst Luffy stepped inner, there was blood anywhere, and our bodies hanging on bushes. Luffy stepped lower back in terror and barfed at the floor. Hearing screams Luffy could not face up to now, not looking to discern out what turned into happening. Luffy ran toward the screams that he heard. Luffy couldn't accept as true with agree with he noticed a person with pink hair, glasses, and a devilish smile searching at him eye to eye. The pink-haired guy appears at Luffy with a slightly amazed face. "Who are you and what did you do to Sasuke's extended family?" Luffy yells, looking at the pink-haired guy. The person would not answer and rushes at Luffy. "Gum Gum, pistol," Luffy yells out. A stretched-out fist comes rushing at the crimson-haired man. The pink-haired guy tilts his head to the proper, barely dodging at Luffy attempts to retract his arm. However, the guy grabs it and pulled Luffy's arm in the direction of himself. "WNH!" Luffy yells as the man punches Luffy's head 10 feet returned. Luffy jumps lower back after liberating himself from the red-haired guy. Luffy grabs 2 poles and, conserving onto them, runs at purple-haired man. "Gum Gum, BAZOOOKA!" Luffy yells as he lets his 2 fingers go. Each palms come flying at the man. To Luffy's surprise, the assault is stopped by string. The pink-hair man offers Luffy no time to think as he rushes closer to him, intending to kill. Whoosh! A flame appears in front of Luffy, defensive him from the person. Luffy sees a Anbu mask and similar hair functions to himself, except that he has a big bead necklace around his neck. The masked man stops and looks at the Anbu member. The Anbu member rushes at the man with his hand reputedly on hearth. The masked man dodges the assault, and what it seems string come his fingertips as he attaches it onto clouds and swings away. Luffy seems on the Anbu. The Anbu appears at Luffy. "Luffy," a teenage-sounding voice said through the masks. Earlier than Luffy may want to question anything, he is knocked out by way of the Anbu mask, and the whole lot goes black. Time skip 1 day. Luffy slowly opens his eyes. Luffy groans as he recollects last night. Sitting beside him is a sound asleep Naruto on his lap. Need to have been here with me all night time, huh? Luffy says this even as smiling. Feeling motion, Naruto jumps off and hugs Luffy. "I thought you have been d. Naruto says, crying. The third Hokage entered the clinic room. "Ah, I see you're subsequently wakeful, Luffy," the elderly third Hokage stated. "What do you need, vintage guy?" Luffy stated with a frown. Luffy failed to, in reality, just like the third Hokage, for letting Danzo talk out at the Demon Fox being inner Naruto. "Luffy, meet me at my workplace at 5 p.m. We've got to speak about what came about yesterday night," the elderly man stated, taking walks out. Naruto, leave. "I want time to suppose," Luffy stated. In spite of no longer trying to, Naruto left understanding what came about to Luffy. Luffy sat in concept. He changed into very disillusioned in himself. If that guy wasn't there, he might have died. He felt completely powerless towards the masked man. Luffy clenched his fist, irritated at how vain he was in that scenario. Time skip few hours. Luffy is visible within the 0.33 Hokage's workplace. Now, Luffy, I am sure you recognize why you're here, the 0.33 Hokage stated seriously. Luffy commenced explaining what took place. All I see, the third Hokage says. Properly, Luffy, this is about 40% of it. Luffy appears on the third Hokage, confused. Itachi Uchiha has killed the whole lot of the Uchiha extended family with the exception of Sasuke Uchiha, his little brother. In spite of being a powerful shinobi, it was impossible for him to do it alone. We notion there has been most effective one extra man or woman with him, however with you stated there may be two. From the description you gave me, the man or woman you fought appears to be Doflamingo, or called by using the underworld Doffy. He's an effective guy inside the Bingo ebook said to have string-related powers, and other strength that we do not know have. He is additionally a pirate with a huge group that branches for the duration of the complete international. Due to this it's hard to preserve up with him, third Hokage said. Well, keep on then, Luffy, you're not required to be here anymore, the 0.33 Hokage stated, shooing Luffy away. Luffy, without responding, walked out and right away went to the local library. He went to the Ninjutsu facet and noticed Satan culmination involved. He went to that segment and read an ebook called What Are Satan End Result. A devil fruit is a natural born capacity that comes forth randomly. Devil fruit abilities may be suitable or horrific. Devil fruit talents can be a selection of factors from ameliorations to elemental manipulation on a high volume. The most widely recognized devil fruit users are Katakuri, Kaido, Massive Mama, Doflamingo, Whitebeard, Crocodiles, Buddy, Kuma, and Greater. However, we cannot suit all of them in this one ebook, haha. Anyways, Satan End Result customers are an unprecedented specimen that are hunted down and killed if their ability is to appropriate. Keep in mind there are more stuff known, however, that's so that it will find out. Luffy closed the ebook and now with confirmation knew that he had a devil fruit. No longer trying to get hunted down. Luffy left the library and went domestic. I'm by no means going to lose like that once more, Luffy stated in a reassuring manner. Time skip Academy graduation. All of the students are shown to be slowly referred to as in for commencement. Monkey D, Luffy of 13-year antique. Tall black hair, black eyes with a shining smile. Walks into the room. Very well, Luffy, you realize the deal, Uruka says with a grin. Clone just do, Luffy yells, even as creating a second Luffy. Transformation just do. Substitution just do, doing all three without difficulty. Luffy handed the exam flawlessly. Luffy walks lower back into the classroom with a headscarf on his forehead. Narutouzumaki. Naruto walked in and already knew what to do. Shadow Cloonejustu. Naruto yelled out. Flashback. Hi there, Luffy, I nonetheless cannot do a clone. How will I pass the take a look at? Naruto said with a huge frown. Properly, maybe if you tried setting all your chakra into summoning as many clones as you could, you'll ultimately get one right, Luffy said in a questioning pose. Cloonejustu. Naruto yelled as 1,000 clones regarded. Wait, they're physical. That is Shadow Clone Jutsu, incredible, that is a rank Jutsu. Luffy exclaimed. Flashback over. Shortly after, Naruto flawlessly the check every person handed and sat in their class looking ahead to who their instructors may be. Group 8, led via the Jonin Kiranai Yuhai. Teammate included Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. Crew 10, led by means of Asuma Saruto by Group 10, blanketed Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akichimi. Group 7, led by means of Kakashi Hadake, Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno. Due to a unique request and uneven scholar, there could be one solo team. Uruka said. Crew 0, led by way of Monkey D. Garp, hero of Marines, which includes Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy, being saddened by the truth he's no longer on Naruto's team, turned into thrilled to listen someone that famous and capacity relative turned into his sensei. Shortly after Sensei's got here sooner or later as Luffy's sensei got here in. Luffy waved goodbye to Naruto and his team as Garp and Luffy went to a forest at the outskirts of the village. Very well, Brad, I recognize you've got questions, however the ones can be replied later. Let's tell about each other first. My call is Monkey D. Garp, the hero of the Marines. This is all you need to realize presently, Garp said whilst picking his nostril. My name is Monkey D. Luffy. I dream to have a crew of mine, however, on the equal time now, not abandon the village. Kinda like a squad. This is all you need to know right now. Oh yeah, I am positive you know this, but I'm a devil fruit person, Luffy said, looking at Garp. Ah, I see. What is your devil fruit ability? Garp stated, interested in Luffy. I am a rubber guy. I'm able to do the whole lot rubber can do, Luffy says with a smirk. Garp nods, already taking into consideration the things Luffy should do. Naruto's POV. 3 kunai flies throughout a gray-haired guy named Kakashi with a headscarf across one of his eyes. Naruto rushes at the person and enters his piercing fox stance. Aiming for Kakashi belly, Kakashi used a substitution just do. Ah, damn it, now not this once more, Naruto groans. Naruto Sasuke were trying to get Kakashi bells and it by no means worked. Even when they all teamed up in installation a non-escapable entice, he nevertheless escaped. Ring, 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 the bell on the log started out ringing. Flashback. Very well, you 3 might be looking to take those 2 bells from me. Whoever has a bell may not be sent back to the academy, stated Kakashi. Flashback. Quit. Sakura is tied up on a log while Naruto and Sasuke devour in front of her. Ah, damn it, Naruto says, feeding Sakura. Abruptly, Kakashi appears with an enraged face. You handed. Kakashi says, having a grin on his face. Everybody pressured. Kakashi explains someone who abandons his challenge is trash. However, a person who abandons his comrades and friends are underneath trash, Kakashi says, smiling. Luffy's POV. Luffy is shown walking domestic as his schooling consultation turned into cut quick because of Marines wanting Garp's assistance. Worn out as hell, Luffy decides that he have to get relaxation and sleeps at the couch, not having enough electricity to move any in addition. Garp's POV. Yeah, I need to teach my grandson what's the trouble, Garp says, selecting his nose. A faded skinned man with a black afro sighs. Very well, do as you please, maintain in thoughts something horrific that comes from this could be put on you, Sengoku says with an extreme face. Garp nods in response, understanding what he's doing. Naruto's POV. Naruto enters his house to look Luffy knocked out on the couch. Luffy contains him and places him on his bed, smiling before ultimate the door. Luffy snores now, not knowing how hellish Garp's education is.